So, good morning, everyone. We now proceed with lesson 2, root cause analysis. So, for the objective of this session, we have 4: apply the steps in root cause analysis, conduct brainstorming activities, conduct a root cause analysis using Fishbone Diagram, apply 5 whys to determine root cause. So, for brainstorming, this is actually for your activity. Anyway, so root cause analysis, this is just a summary. So RCA determines the most important root cause, sometimes known, sometimes hidden. That's why you want to find the real root cause of a problem. So it analyzes the importance and relationship of the root cause to the problem, corrects or eliminates the cause, and prevent the problem from recurring. So application of RCA in the business is, of course, resolve customer complaints, correcting result findings from internal audit, and resolve recurring problems if there are any. So, however, this is not only applicable in business, but also if you have problems in schools, in life, probably, you can actually apply root cause analysis. And once you determine the root cause of your problem, then you can apply necessary action in order for that problem not to repeat again, or the recurring problem will not happen in your life again. So you have to determine the causes of the problem. So you identify them. So unsa man. And then you have to analyze. So it's somewhere to analyze. You need to know exactly why a failure or a problem occurs. Because you cannot solve a problem if you do not know what causes the problem, right? So, and then once you identify, you have already analyzed what really is the cause of a problem, you correct them or eliminate them to prevent it from recurring again, or to para di na siya balik-balik. Ngano man kang walay uyab. So kung makauyab na ka, kabalo na ka ngano ka walay uyab, then mangingkamot ka nga mo solve sa imong problem nganong dili ka makauyab kay para makauyab na ka. No, not a good stuff. So the critical steps in RCA. First is define the problem, identify them. So, unsa may problem inyong ganahan? I define the problem, identify them. Let's just say, the problem is why I failed in SMP5. Oh, why you failed in SMP5? Let's just assume that you fail. At this stage of RCA, you need to get an understanding of what do you see happening? What are the specific symptoms? So what do you, in your mind, why did I fail in SMP5? What did I do? Or what did, or what are the things I did not do? That's why I failed. What are the symptoms? Sige kag tinapulan, hinay ang internet connection. What else? Na-depress ka, kaya di na magkita si mong uyab, you are so anxious because you haven't seen your friends for a while. Then, after answering these questions in letter A, identify who are the people who need to get involved in order to come up with a solution. So, who are the people that can help me or that can help you in solving your problem? Okay? So, if you go back to letter A, when you define the problem, you will probably, the basic WH question, when? As kanus aman ko nagsugod og inani. What happened that makes me not pass the subject? How much, if there are, how much the cost if I fail this subject? So at the back of your mind, dili ko maka-proceed sa next level, dili ko makainani, or who causes it, or where, who are affected of your problem, where does the problem occur, or where does the problem occur? In order to do this effectively, the team must gather data to prove that a problem exists, such as if it is a customer complaint, probably a refund return, probably, or low customer satisfaction, among others. So for yourself, you have to ask, who are the team that can help you? If this is a personal problem, you can probably have your closest friends or your confidant. Inana siya. Nga naman na kang tabuan na problem. So letter B, after answering the question, identify the people who can help you. So who are the people that you think who can help? Probably your teacher, if you want mentoring, probably your close friends, um, whom you can talk to, or probably your love life, whom you can actually get inspiration with, char, or your classmates where you can borrow notes or ask questions like, unsa may gipang buhat ninyo, and the likes. So here, this is what you do. So identify the team, core, additional resources maybe. So this is project lead. You are the project lead of your problem. Katotong problem ng ano kang ni-fail sa SMP5. Your core team members are your teacher, your classmate, your love life, your close friends. Additional resources may be, it can be a person, or you can get assistance from from um, your department head, or tutor, probably, if you really don't know how to deal with the subject. So that's the first. And then identify the teams. You already have the team. You already have the team. So maximize the effectiveness of your root cause analysis by getting together everyone. So those are the people that you need. Experts and frontline staff who understand the situation. So your classmate, your instructor, your love life, or your close friend. People who are most familiar with the problem can help lead you to a better understanding of the issue. And then the project lead, the person who will lead the effort to resolve the problem. You, ikaw. If this is a problem in the industry, so the one concerned with, or where the problem occurs, if it is in the financial department, it is in the marketing department, if it is in the HR department. And then your core team members. So usually subject matter expert, SMEs, or the subject matter expert who will assist and lend expertise throughout the root cause analysis effort. And you can, and of course, you can have additional resources. Other experts who will be asked to contribute usually is not present all throughout, or just these are probably outsiders that can see or can help you in solving your problem as to why you fail in SMP5. So first stage pa lang ta, pero bali nang grabiha kay mo form pa kasi mong team, you have to answer the questions, the typical WH questions. So 2, determine the main causes. So the main causes. During this stage, identify as many casual factors as possible. Too often, people identify one or two factors and then stop. But that is not sufficient. And with RCA, you don't want to simply treat the most obvious causes. You want to dig deeper. So let's just say why I fail in an SMP. Kaya wala ko na-take sa exam kay na-miss na ko ang halos tanan nga quizzes o assignments kay puros ko late. If you have already identified these two, kay na-miss ni mga exam, yung siga late in submission of your assignments and quizzes, you don't stop there actually. Mungutana pa ka nga ato nang determine the causes, ato nang apilan og brainstorming and 5 whys, because later on we discuss fishbone diagram. So brainstorm, si kaguna-huna. Why did I fail? What are the causes that I failed? You ask, why did I submitted late? Why did I miss the quiz? Or why did I miss the final exam? Let's just focus first on why did I submitted late? Ay, kay ga. Because I haven't studied. Or let's just say, I went out. Or if balik na because I haven't studied, why did Ngano wala mo ko katuon? Kabalo man ko na exam or nigawas ka nilaag ka. Ngano mo ko nilaag? Nga nigawas ko, ngano mo ko nilaag? Kabalo mo ko na exam. And then mga tanan na sad ka. Nilaag ko kay na-stress ko. Unang wala ko na-take sa exam. Ngano mo kang na-stress? Kay kapoy kaayo ang pandemic. Kapoy kaayo nga sigurang naa sa balay. Kapoy kaayo maka-create siya anxiety. Ngano maka-create man siya anxiety? O, di ba? So, you don't stop if you gathered or identify two factors. You dig deeper because from the word itself, root cause, it means naa pa siya sa pinakailaluman. Asa man ang root sa kahoy, di ba? Nasa lalom. So, nganong nitubo ang kahoy or ang kahoy pingot because the root is helping it grow. So ngano man kang nagka-problema nga wala ka kapasar. Unsa man jud root cause niya, di ba? So you dig deeper, you brainstorm, and you keep on asking. 5 whys is something that dili siya mingon ka nga 5 whys. 5 whys siya. It's just a term they use, but you don't actually ask only 5 times. You can ask how many times you want just to identify the problem, because actually we know how to solve our problem applying root cause, and we are actually applying brainstorm, probably fishbone diagram, and 5 whys. It's just that wala lang dyan siya nato gina-drawing, ginasulat, or gina-take down notes. It's our brain, our gray matter and white matter who are doing the problem solving analysis. But for discussion purposes, we need to himay-himay it. We need to hinay-hinayon na to unsaon siya. So, I know you get it. You're actually doing it. We are actually doing this. But dili lang to, hala mo ni brainstorming, hala mo ni 5 whys. No, we don't do that. But actually, it's our brain cells are actually doing the root cause analysis and trying to solve problem. Mao na siyang usahay. If na kay problem, if you encounter a problem, your brain actually create solution, like this might be the solution, or let's just say the problem, salam lang ko gama sa exam sa kung aton nga ngano ka wala kagama sa exam kay muna katinapulan ko, ano ka nga tinapulan ni sus kapoy wala ang itong maestra, ay kapoy wala ang subject, wala ko substance maestra, ay kapoy yung mura sa gyapon ng maestra kay wala tudlo wala tunga talag sa mo line, or igro mo taga assignment na muna na kabuno na kang ano kang wala, you already know the causes why you did not make the assignment, and then you make the solution. This is saying ano kang wala naging assignment because you're not inspired by how your instructor teaches you. That's why na. So man yung pag-solve ana. So imo na pong brain magsige na pag ay mangopyara ka para bahalag late basta kay makapasa og assignment. Ay sige copy paste na ko to nakita na ko sa Google. Inana. So actually you're actually applying this stuff without knowing that you're already applying this stuff that I am discussing right now. So brainstorming. What if you don't have a brain? You're just storming. Anyways, that's just kidding aside, guys. Brainstorming is a process in which a group quickly generates as many ideas as it can on a particular problem or subject. So here, no filter, no judgment. Sometimes the most crazy ideas can be the best solution to a problem or can be the cause of a problem. Utilize collective brain power and diversity to generate many ideas in a short period of time. So this actually stimulates creativity and promotes inclusion. So in your group, you can brainstorm what are the causes of the problem that you have chosen, or the problem that is happening in your life. So brainstorming, how? Identify a topic. So your problem, you can write it on a flip chart or you can write it on your paper. Each person presents one idea. So round robin. So from Maria to Paul to whoever, and then back to Maria. All ideas are recorded on a flip chart or in a paper. Encourage free willing. No criticism is allowed during this time. Like, dili mo na siya, wala siya angay. No, dili pwede ana. There is no evaluation or discussion during the session. So no, you don't evaluate the ideas. You don't discuss the ideas given by your group mates. You just keep putting ideas there. If a person doesn't have an idea, so pass sa pass. Pero kung pagtanan mo pass, bago i-solution yung problem mo. Dili na siya brainstorming. Tinapulan na siya. So focus on quantity, not on quality, okay? When all ideas are exhausted, kapoy na mo, take a break and come back. Maybe you have more ideas and then you add it to your list until such time na you have already exhausted yourself in discussing or putting ideas. So that is on brainstorm. Now we go to root cause analysis. And sorry, fishbone diagram. So this is familiarized by Karo Ishikawa. Sometimes it is called Ishikawa diagram and or fishbone diagram because how it looks like. It looks like a bones of the fish. So it helps arrive at common understanding of a problem. When there is a need to explore many problem causes of a problem, help systematically analyze cause and effect. So how to do the fishbone diagram? Of course, you have to have a problem. You put it on the back at the end of the long bone. So sa ulo ni siya actually. Decide major categories. So categories can be changed depends upon your problem. So these are just an example of a category. People, machine, measurement, materials, methods, environment, policies. So it depends, like I said, among others, it depends upon the problem you are having ang inyong category. So brainstorm, okay? Back to brainstorm. Brainstorm all the possible causes, place them in the right category. So if what you have brainstormed belongs to people, you put it on people. It belongs to machine, you put it on machine. If it belongs to environment here does not necessarily mean climates and climates and the likes. It can be ergonomics or the environment of where the production happens, the environment where the problem occurs. So that is on environment. Or materials, you know already materials. Measurement does not necessarily be like modes of measure, pwede siya. So make a diagram available for others to add causes and rank causes. Circle the likely ones for further study. So you can circle the ones that this can probably is the root cause. But before you arrive to that, nangutana pod mo nga mo sure man mo nata guys nga mao ni ang root cause. And then once you have done that, then make another fishbone diagram until you arrive on the main cause of your problem. So this is a sample of a fishbone diagram. So decide on major categories. So as you can see, the categories used here are equipment, process, people, materials, environment, and management. So ano siya. The arrows here, as you can see, I think I can pinpoint here, this one. These are the product of your brainstorm. So if you have brainstormed something, if it belongs to equipment, you put it here, you put it here, you put it here, you put it here. If it belongs to management, environment, or materials. So decide on major categories. These are your major categories. Kanisha. And then under each categories, you have asked, what are the factors that contribute to the problem? So it may be equipment. So you put the equipment katong sa inyong brainstorm diri, sa equipment ni siya, sa process ni siya. Get through each category one by one. Ask participants for contribution. So you ask your group mates for contribution. So sa process ba ni siya? Sa people ba ni siya? Or sa management ba ni siya? Sa environment ba ni siya? So na siya. And then your problem here. So this is just an example of a fishbone diagram. So delayed compensation of guest encoders and guest instructor. So look at the major category. Kulang isa, di ba? As seen in the previous example. Kay dili para ani nga problem, dili man siya applicable. Or if you think applicable, you can add. So we have all the process, people, management, material, environment. So for this, it says lack. Like you can see, late submission of DTR, lack of motivation among personnel, lack of manpower, too much bureaucracy, poor communication among officers. There's a lot. These are the product of brainstorming. Asa siya gibot na. Lack of automation sa process. Signatories are on official business na sa process. Late submission of DTR, kinsa man mo submit. So people, lack of motivation among personnel sa people, lack of manpower, kulang tao under people. Management, signatories are always on official business. Too much paperwork that is on management, bureaucracy. Lack of reception area, office is too small, disorganized files. So that's part of the environment of the working place. Or materials, delayed delivery of office supplies. It can be the cause of the delayed compensation, right? And then, diba, I mentioned a while ago that you have to ask, what are the factors that contribute to the problem? So you can encircle. So here, wala siya gi-circle, gi-highlight siya. Kani signatories or official business, lack of automation. So once you have already circled this, pwede na po na siya nimimog another fishbone. So kaning lack of automation, may mahimong effect, or the signatories may mahimong effect, and then you continue the process until you come up with a solution. Anyways, this can be discussed later on. And then now we go to 5 whys. Start with the problem. I think I already give you a hint on this. Analyze what the cause of the problem. Ask why until root cause is found. Repeat the process 5 times. So actually notional ng 5 times like I tell you. It can take greater or fewer questions, and sometimes it may branch off in 2 or more directions. Keeping drilling down until the root cause is found. You can never solve a problem unless you find the root cause. So in root cause analysis, you're going to use brainstorming, fishbone diagram, and 5 whys. Imo na siyang i-incorporate in solving a problem. So number 3 and 4 in the critical step. So third is select the best solution. Analyze your cause and effect process and identify the changes needed for the various systems. Create an action plan. It is important that you plan ahead to predict the effects of your solution. This way you can spot potential failures before they happen. So you already find your cause of your problem. So analyze your cause and effect process, identify the changes. Once you have already identified the needed changes that you need to apply for your problem, create an action plan para dili na mausog ang problem. Para kabalo na ka, ay, mo dyan siya kalagmitan lapses, ani niya nga problem. So kabalo na ko, unsaon ako ni siya pag-solve. Okay? So applying root cause, fishbone, and 5 whys. So here, apilang brainstorm ani. So the problem is, machine is 2 weeks old. This is the serial number of the machine. When doing the 4th load of clothes, I heard a loud noise and the machine stopped. It wouldn't restart. So washing machine. First, service technician checked the washing machine operation to test procedure. The machine does not operate. So, di ba, bago pa man ang machine, so technically, nga pa na siya ginatawag og warranty. So, you ask why. Determine the cause. So, ni-check ang technician, dili man dyan mo operate. So, your problem is machine doesn't work. You have machine unplugged. Is the machine unplugged? Is the power off? Or fuse is missing? Or the machine overheated? And then you find imong gi-encirculan ang machine overheat. Probably ni overheat ang machine. So you make another fishbone. Ni overheat ang machine, ang iyang motor ni overheat. Unsa man jud ang problema ani? Is the flywheel loose kanang iyahang mga para-paralas diya sa sulod? Or is the cooling fan wala na ni andar mo na ni overheat siya? Or nalimtan nila installed ang motor? But you might ask, if nalimtan nila installed ang motor or na-misinstall, dili mao. First pa lang nako nga pag-laundry, naguba na unta ni. Or probably the shaft is damaged. Yana ka nga, murag na-damage siguro ang shaft ani. So let's make another fishbone sa damaged shaft na po. Nga naman ni na-damage ang shaft. So damaged shaft, probably the bearings destroyed. So bad bearings, bearing loads, wrong bearings, or omitted seal. So probably the seal is omitted. Nga namang na-omit ang seal, might ask. So bearing destroyed na siya, mo to ang shock. So corrective action for specific deficiency, replace the motor. Nga namang na-omit ang seal. Naabay hocus-pocus na nahitabuan ni sa production? Nga nung na-omit ang seal? Or wala nila ni na-test before nila gipagawa silang mga machine? So now you find out. Probably nga nung na-omit a seal is part shortage, fell out, operator error, misoperation. Then you found out inadequate work instruction. Maybe the problem is not you using the machine. Maybe the root cause of the problem is within the production. Unang omitted ang seal. So, inadequate work instruction ang root cause. So, probably within the production area, wala nabutangan og taro nga flow of how seal or how the machine, the final inspection of the machine before they put the seal should be processed. Walay instruction ana. So, mauna siya nahitabo. So, the root cause is the seal was omitted because there is inadequate work instruction. But is it? But is it? You might ask. Can design be changed to eliminate the need for a seal? Pwede ra ba? Can design be changed to make it possible to omit the seal? Can a fixture be made to make it impossible to omit the seal? So, daghan na po kang pangutana, nga no, Jude? Ano man inadequate ilang work instruction? If this is a high known manufacturing company, do you think nalimtan jud nila inadequate jud ilang work instruction? Or ang tao jud ang problema nga nalimtan na jud niya kay brasin daghan pa siya problema? O di ba? If you're talking about root cause analysis, you don't focus only if you find one or two superficial causes of a problem. You dig deeper for you to really understand what is causing a problem. What is the root cause of a problem? So for this example, the root cause is there is inadequate work instruction. And if we want to dig this deeper, why is it that there is an inadequate work instruction, provided that the company making this washing machine is a very well-known company? There might be, if we dig deeper, probably it's on the manpower having problems. But let's just stop here. There is inadequate work instruction. Okay? So for your activities, applying all. These activities is for your respective group. Your respective group is the one that I let you form. Okay? That I let you form. Identify a problem and use 5 whys. Identify a problem and use 5 whys to determine the root cause of a problem. So you have to apply RCA, 5 whys, fishbone in solving the root cause of your problem. Each group should have different problems. Problems are provided. I believe there are less than 20 groups for my class, for my 3 classes. And then walay dapat magkapariha. I already give you a problem that is sent to you a while back. So you can choose. After I post this, you can now claim your problem. Then each group will submit a pre-made video of the respective output. So in your video, you have to have your brainstorming, your Fishbone diagram, and then your root cause, and then what are the solution to your problems. Okay. So for this is actually a helpful thing for you in when you already determine the main cause of the problem. So if you determine your main cause of a problem here, you put your main cause and then select the best solution for that problem. And you can put your detailed actions here kung sa may imong solution sa problem para dili na mabalik ang problem. Okay? And then to sum it up, steps in root cause analysis: define the problem, identify the team, Determine the main cause, select the best solution, create an action plan. So for brainstorming, identify the problem. It's just the same, right? Because brainstorming, Fishbone is an application of root cause. Each person should present ideas, no criticism, either positive or negative. Focus on quantity, not on quality. You don't discuss the ideas of your group mates, of your team members. You don't react to their ideas. You just focus on what are the ideas that they think are the causes of the problem. So that's all. These are the references. Please watch the additional videos that I posted. This is the link. That's all. Thank you and have a good day.